UniHouse Academy, English podcast for easy English conversation.
Welcome back, language enthusiasts, to the UniHouse American English Studio. I am your host, Sarah, ready to dive into the intricate nuances of daily conversational sentences in the USA today.
Hey everyone, I am James, your extremely enthusiastic partner. I am thrilled to explore these advanced conversational structures, master that authentic American cadence, and finally sound like a native speaker.
Exactly, James. Today, we are dissecting colloquial phrasing that characterizes American English at a mastery level, particularly focusing on how rhythm and linked consonants completely transform your everyday verbal interactions.
That sounds absolutely phenomenal, Sarah. I frequently notice that Americans blur their words together seamlessly. It is notoriously difficult for learners to replicate that effortlessly fluid, connected speech pattern spontaneously.
You hit the nail on the head. We call that connected speech. For our advanced learners, grasping these subtle phonetic connections is the ultimate key to achieving true conversational fluency.
So, where should we begin our linguistic journey today? Should we tackle the ubiquitous flapped T sound first, or perhaps dive into the fascinating world of reduced vowels and schwas?
Let us start with the legendary flapped T, as it appears constantly in daily conversational sentences in the USA. When a T sits between two vowel sounds, it softens drastically.
Ah, yes, I always hear that phenomenon. Instead of enunciating water with a sharp, crisp T, Americans typically vocalize something that sounds remarkably closer to a quick, soft D sound.
Precisely, it becomes an alveolar tap. Let us evaluate a highly common conversational sentence. Consider the phrase, "I ought to get a better bottle of water for the long trip."
Wow, that specific sentence contains multiple opportunities to execute that flapped T sound. If I articulate it naturally, do I say, "I ought to get a better bottle of water right now"?
You are incredibly close, James. Remember, the connection must remain profoundly smooth and utterly relaxed. Do not force the flap. Just let your tongue gently bounce off the alveolar ridge.
I will definitely try to incorporate that relaxed posture. I ought to get a better bottle of water. I think that iteration felt substantially more organic and distinctly American this time.
That was a magnificent improvement. Now, let us examine another hallmark of American English, vowel reductions. In rapid, everyday dialogues, unstressed syllables frequently collapse entirely into the neutral schwa sound.
I definitely struggle with those elusive schwa sounds. Whenever I read an advanced text aloud, I instinctively want to pronounce every single vowel with absolute, uncompromising clarity and distinct precision.
That is a widespread tendency among diligent learners. However, extreme enunciation ironically destroys the natural American rhythm. We stress the crucial content words and drastically minimize structural function words routinely.
That makes complete sense. Could you possibly provide a pertinent example using a daily conversational sentence? I desperately need practical context to truly comprehend this complex phonological reduction concept adequately.
Absolutely. Take the ubiquitous expression, "I am going to have to think about it." In authentic, rapid American vernacular, this sentence invariably morphs into something significantly shorter and highly compressed.
Oh, I have absolutely heard this transformation in action before. People rarely pronounce every syllable. It usually becomes something remarkably contracted, sounding vaguely like, "I'm gonna have to think about it."
That is a spectacular observation. Notice how going to devolves into gonna, and have to shifts into have to. Furthermore, about it perfectly utilizes our previously discussed flapped T connection beautifully.
The intricate mechanics of this spoken dialect are genuinely captivating. When you break down these daily conversational sentences in the USA systematically, the overarching logic becomes surprisingly clear and intuitive.
Indeed. Now, let us pivot toward exploring sophisticated idiomatic expressions that natively blend these phonetic principles effortlessly. Mastery of idioms profoundly elevates your overall conversational aptitude and essential cultural fluency.
I am completely ready for this challenge. American idioms often seem exceptionally obscure to international speakers. What is the very first quintessential idiom you wish to analyze for our listeners?
Let us explore the phrase, to beat around the bush. In casual settings, Americans employ this phrase constantly when someone deliberately avoids discussing the central, most important topic at hand.
That is an incredibly vivid metaphor. If I wanted to integrate this phrase into a natural conversation, how would an American flawlessly pronounce the surrounding words to maintain native fluidity?
Brilliant question. Pay attention to the linking. Beat around becomes beat arounds, utilizing that wonderful flapped T again. The words seamlessly cascade into one another, creating a smooth, uninterrupted melodic rhythm.
Okay, let me attempt to replicate that specific rhythmic flow. Quit beating around the bush and just tell me the absolute truth. Did that rendition sound convincingly authentic to you?
That was absolutely spectacular, James. Your intonation peaked perfectly on the crucial content words. This level of sophisticated prosody is precisely what distinguishes advanced speakers from truly masterful, confident communicators.
Thank you very much. Practicing these daily conversational sentences in the USA really highlights the paramount importance of intonation. Could we possibly investigate another prevalent idiom utilizing these linking rules?
Certainly. Let us examine the widely used expression, to bite the bullet. We use this compelling phrase when we must inevitably face a profoundly difficult or highly unpleasant situation courageously.
I have encountered that specific idiom in countless Hollywood movies recently, to bite the bullet. Does the word bite connect directly to the word the through a continuous consonant sound?
Yes, exactly. We execute what is called a held T. You prepare your tongue for the T in bite, but immediately transition into the TH sound without releasing the breath.
That mechanical transition feels unusually challenging for my tongue. Let me practice right now. I guess I will just have to bite the bullet and finish this massive paperwork tonight.
You executed that held T flawlessly, James. Holding the breath creates that signature American linguistic tension before the release. It is a microscopic pause that completely transforms the entire word.
This granular phonetic analysis is incredibly enlightening. I am realizing that sounding American is less about modifying individual vowel sounds and considerably more about mastering the subtle spaces between words.
That is a wonderfully profound insight. The silence, the holds, and the fluid connections genuinely constitute the structural architecture of the accent. Let us delve into another extremely common idiom.
I am eagerly anticipating the next linguistic puzzle. These idioms are exceptionally useful for navigating complex social dynamics and informal professional environments encountered throughout the vast American corporate landscape daily.
Consider the idiom to cut someone some slack. It translates to treating someone far more leniently than usual. In fast speech, the T in cut is typically held completely silent.
So you do not release a sharp burst of air after cut. It just smoothly glides right into the S sound of someone without any disruptive or jarring phonetic interruption.
Exactly correct. You hold the T, keeping the airflow momentarily trapped, and then smoothly hiss out the S. Try saying, "You really need to cut him some slack right now."
Okay, I am focusing intensely on holding that specific T sound. You really need to cut him some slack right now. Wow, that undeniably felt much faster and substantially smoother.
Your execution is steadily reaching mastery level. Let us transition into our dedicated drill segment. During this interactive phase, we will intensely practice several daily conversational sentences in the USA.
I absolutely adore the drill segment. This is the perfect opportunity for our devoted listeners to actively participate. I will listen carefully, repeat your sentences slowly, and internalize the rhythm.
Wonderful. Listeners, please echo James wherever you are. Our first practice sentence involves heavy consonant linking. Here is the phrase. I am not entirely sure what you are talking about.
That is a fantastic, versatile conversational staple. Let me break it down for our audience. I am not entirely sure what you are talking about.
How was my overall pacing?
Your pacing was exceptional, but let us Americanize the ending. What you are often reduces to whatcha, and talking about connects. Try, I am not entirely sure what you're talking about.
Ah, that classic reduction changes everything completely. Let me try it again. I am not entirely sure what you're talking about. That feels incredibly natural, remarkably relaxed, and profoundly authentic today.
Perfect repetition. Let us tackle another highly frequent sentence. Listen closely to the reduced vowels here. The sentence is, could you please pass me that specific piece of important paper?
That seems relatively straightforward initially. Could you please pass me that specific piece of important paper? I feel like I might be over-articulating the beginning of that particular request.
You are correct. Could you seamlessly blends into a soft J sound, becoming kuja. This specific assimilation is an absolute cornerstone of daily conversational sentences in the USA for sure.
I understand perfectly now. Let me attempt that smooth assimilation immediately. Could you please pass me that specific piece of important paper? It definitely rolls off the tongue much more effortlessly.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, let us introduce a sentence packed with challenging flapped T sounds. Repeat after me. The little kitten was sitting pretty comfortably on the exceptionally soft cotton sweater.
Oh, that is a tremendous tongue twister indeed. Let me carefully navigate those consecutive flapped sounds. The little kitten was sitting pretty comfortably on the exceptionally soft cotton sweater today.
You did a stellar job with little, sitting, and pretty. However, cotton actually utilizes a glottal stop instead of a flap because the T is immediately followed by an N.
A glottal stop? That is when you abruptly halt the airflow deeply inside your throat, correct? So it sounds more like ka in rather than completely pronouncing hard T sounds.
Spot on. The glottal stop is absolutely crucial for mastering words like cotton, button, and certain. Let us meticulously practice that glottal stop phrase together one more time right now.
I am thoroughly enjoying this complex phonetic challenge. The little kitten was sitting pretty comfortably on the exceptionally soft caw and sweater. That throat catch feels strangely satisfying to execute.
You have conquered the glottal stop flawlessly. Let us proceed to another ubiquitous conversational phrase. The sentence is, I should have known better than to trust that totally unreliable forecast.
Okay, I know that should have typically reduces to shoulda in casual discourse. Let me try. I should have known better than to trust that totally unreliable weather forecast right now.
Exceptional application of both the reduction and the flapped T. You are instinctively recognizing these intricate patterns now. These modifications are what make daily conversational sentences in the USA organic.
This continuous practice is drastically boosting my confidence. When you proactively anticipate these specific reductions, listening comprehension also skyrockets dramatically because your brain expects these blurred, rapid native sound clusters.
That is an incredibly astute observation. Pronunciation practice is simultaneously advanced listening practice. Let us quickly review a sentence expressing sudden surprise, which requires dynamic, highly expressive American pitch variation.
I am totally ready to dramatically expand my vocal range. Expressing authentic emotion through culturally appropriate pitch modulation is often significantly harder than simply learning the foundational grammatical vocabulary rules.
Very true. Try this expressive sentence. Are you seriously telling me that we completely missed the final boarding call for our international flight? Make sure your pitch rises significantly there.
Here is my most theatrical attempt. Are you seriously telling me that we completely missed the final boarding call for our international flight?
Your pitch variation was absolutely magnificent. Emphasizing seriously perfectly conveys that distinct blend of disbelief and frustration so commonly heard in daily conversational sentences in the USA during stressful situations.
I genuinely appreciate the detailed feedback. It is incredibly rewarding to successfully blend correct phonetic linking, accurate vowel reductions, and appropriate emotional intonation into one cohesive, beautifully spoken English sentence.
You are beautifully synthesizing all these advanced concepts, James. Let us do one final comprehensive drill sentence before we gradually transition toward concluding today's profoundly insightful, vocabulary-rich educational session.
I am completely focused and absolutely ready for the ultimate linguistic test. Please provide the most complex, challenging conversational sentence you can possibly construct to thoroughly challenge my current abilities.
Challenge accepted. Try this. I would have gladly given him a ride if I had actually realized his car was completely broken down earlier today.
This is wonderfully complex. Would have becomes woulda, and given him drops the H sound to become given him. Let me carefully assemble these intricate puzzle pieces together for everyone.
Exactly right. Dropping the H in pronouns like him, her, and them is a definitive characteristic of rapid, relaxed, daily conversational sentences in the USA. Give it your absolute best.
I would have gladly given him a ride if I had actually realized his car was completely broken down earlier today. That connected flow honestly feels like a beautiful continuous melody.
Outstanding execution! You seamlessly integrated the vowel reductions, the dropped consonant, and maintained a gorgeous, completely natural conversational rhythm throughout. That rather extensive, grammatically complex, mastery-level English sentence perfectly.
Thank you, Sarah. I can noticeably feel my speech muscles relaxing and adapting to this unique American posture. It is substantially less tense than my native British articulation habits currently.
That physical relaxation is exactly what we strive to achieve here. American English fundamentally relies on a uniquely relaxed jaw and a remarkably fluid, uninterrupted stream of continuous vocalized breath.
I truly hope our dedicated listeners at home are actively repeating these challenging phrases aloud. Passive listening simply cannot overwrite years of deeply ingrained, fundamentally rigid pronunciation habits and tendencies.
You are absolutely correct, James. Consistent, vocalized repetition is undeniably the undisputed secret to achieving permanent, long-lasting phonetic transformation. Muscle memory dictates your spontaneous conversational pronunciation during live interactions.
As we approach the conclusion of this incredibly engaging episode, could you briefly summarize the foundational concepts we explored regarding daily conversational sentences in the USA for our loyal audience?
Certainly. Today, we thoroughly decoded the intricate mechanics of authentic American pronunciation. We completely mastered the exceptionally crucial flap T, which beautifully softens words like water, better, and completely naturally.
We also extensively tackled the notorious schwa sound and critical vowel reductions, transforming rigid, overly formal phrases into seamlessly connected, culturally authentic expressions like gonna, hafta, and incredibly smooth coulda.
Furthermore, we fearlessly explored advanced phonetic techniques, specifically the glottal stop found in cotton and the strategic dropping of the initial H sound in rapid pronouns like him and her.
Let us not forget our fascinating exploration of ubiquitous American idioms. We practiced seamlessly linking phrases like beating around the bush and courageously biting the bullet with flawless native rhythm.
Indeed, we did. Integrating these subtle modifications fundamentally elevates your spoken English from merely competent to undeniably masterful, allowing you to confidently engage in complex, nuanced professional and social dialogues.
This episode has been spectacularly beneficial for my personal linguistic journey. I genuinely feel dramatically more equipped to navigate the unpredictable, rapid-fire realities of actual daily conversational sentences today.
I am immensely thrilled to hear that, James. Your relentless dedication to mastering these nuanced advanced concepts profoundly inspires our entire global community of incredibly ambitious, hard-working English language learners.
Thank you. Before we officially sign off, I strongly encourage our listeners to continuously replay the drill segments. Pausing the audio and mimicking Sarah perfectly is a highly effective strategy.
That is stellar advice. To truly internalize these daily conversational sentences in the USA, try boldly utilizing one of today's complex idioms in an actual conversation later this exact week.
Absolutely. Whether you are deliberately beating around the bush or bravely biting the bullet, consciously applying these phonetic rules practically guarantees a far more confident, authentically American-sounding interaction experience.
We are incredibly proud of the remarkable progress our listeners consistently demonstrate. Mastering American English pronunciation is undeniably a marathon, not a sprint, demanding extreme patience, perseverance, and dedication continuously.
I completely agree. It has been an absolute privilege practicing alongside everyone today. I am eagerly looking forward to our next intensive session, exploring even more advanced, highly complex structures.
We will definitely continue exploring these fascinating topics. We highly value the tremendous feedback our wonderful community frequently provides regarding their ongoing linguistic challenges and spectacular personal pronunciation victory stories.
Remember, consistency effortlessly trumps sheer intensity. 10 minutes of highly focused, incredibly deliberate pronunciation practice daily yields dramatically better long-term results than occasionally cramming phonetics for several exhausting hours.
What a brilliant, profoundly encouraging perspective to conclude our main discussion today. Cultivating that daily habit transforms daunting pronunciation challenges into highly manageable, highly enjoyable, incredibly satisfying personal linguistic victories.
I could not have summarized our overarching educational philosophy any better myself, Sarah. It truly is incredibly inspiring to witness the spectacular phonetic evolution of our deeply dedicated international audience.
As we wrap up today's comprehensive exploration of daily conversational sentences in the USA, I want to deeply thank James for his fantastic, incredibly energetic participation throughout this entire episode.
The profound pleasure was entirely mine, Sarah. Thank you for expertly guiding us through these incredibly challenging, remarkably nuanced American pronunciation concepts with such phenomenal clarity, unparalleled expertise, and patience.
You are far too kind, James. To all our incredible viewers actively striving to perfect their mastery of conversational American English, we sincerely appreciate your continued support and dedicated engagement.
Keep practicing those flapped T's, mastering those elusive glottal stops, and smoothly linking your words together. Your ultimate goal of achieving flawless, completely natural American conversational fluency is within reach.
Please like the video and subscribe for more. Hit the bell to get notified when the next video is out, and leave a comment below telling me what you want to see next. Share this with anyone who might enjoy it. We absolutely love creating these specialized pronunciation guides for our truly amazing, incredibly dedicated global English learning community today. Goodbye, everyone. Flawless execution. You have successfully transformed from speaking stiff textbook English to mastering the smooth rhythm of American street English. I am incredibly proud of your fantastic progress today, James.
Thank you so much, Sarah. This was genuinely the most fun I have ever had practicing my pronunciation. I feel way more confident talking to native speakers on the street now.
That is the whole goal of the UniHouse American English Studio. We want you to feel confident, relaxed, and fully prepared for real-world conversations with native speakers everywhere you go.
If our listeners want to keep practicing, should they focus more on listening to podcasts, or should they spend more time actively shadowing the dialogue out loud by themselves every day?
Shadowing is definitely the secret weapon. Listen to a native speaker, pause the audio, and try to mimic their exact rhythm, intonation, and linking. Do it out loud every day.
That makes perfect sense. You cannot build the physical muscle memory in your mouth just by listening quietly. You have to actually push the air and make the sounds yourself.
Exactly right. Pronunciation is a highly physical skill, just like learning to play the guitar or shoot a basketball. Consistent daily practice is the only way to see real improvement.
Well, I am definitely going to grab a cup of coffee and practice shadowing some more podcasts later today. This lesson really opened my eyes to how Americans actually speak naturally.
I am thrilled to hear that, James. Remember, everyone, you do not have to be perfect right away. Just start incorporating 1 or 2 of these reductions into your daily speech.
Baby steps, right? Even just changing water to water makes a huge difference in how you sound. It immediately makes the conversation feel a little bit more casual and relaxed.
Exactly. Small changes add up quickly over time. Keep practicing those flapped T's, dropping those G's, and linking those words until it feels completely effortless and entirely natural to you.
Thank you again for all the incredible tips today, Sarah. I know our audience learned a massive amount, and I cannot wait to see what topic we cover next time.
It was my absolute pleasure, James. Helping students unlock their natural American accent is my favorite thing to do. We definitely have some more amazing topics planned for future episodes.
Until then, everybody keep practicing your street English out loud. Do not be afraid to make a few mistakes, because that is exactly how you learn and grow your skills.
Wonderful parting words, James. Let us wrap up today's amazing session right here. We hope you all enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of American street English today.
Absolutely. Keep tuning into our podcast to level up your language skills and finally sound like a true local. It has been a truly fantastic journey with you today.
I could not agree more. You have all worked incredibly hard today, and your dedication to mastering this beautiful, dynamic language is truly inspiring to both James and myself here.
Thanks everyone for joining the UniHouse American English Studio today. Keep up the brilliant work, stay confident, and we will see you back here for another awesome pronunciation lesson soon.
Goodbye, everyone. Have so much fun with your English journey. Please like the video and subscribe for more. Hit the bell to get notified when the next video is out.
Leave a comment below telling me what you want to see next. Share this with anyone who might enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching us today. Goodbye.